Hey, what's going on, you guys? Rising Sun 2007 here. Today I'm going to talk about Digimon Cross Wars, the boy hunters that leap through time. As you can probably tell from my expression in my very disappointing looking face, this particular season of Digimon was not good. Not very good at all. It could have had potential, but no, the creators or whatever, they were either high the entire time when they were making the series, or they were just incredibly lazy. I don't know, but the entire season in its entirety was crap, except for episodes 24. I think the one right before 24 and 22. Those two episodes in particular, because in 22, I believe it was, we see Masaru, or for the English dub version, Marcus, and Tai show up to help Tagiru and Taiki and them stop the Quartzmon agent, whatever, which is pretty cool. We get to see those two again, which is really which honestly for me made me happy. I really didn't care for Marcus too much because I have yet to watch season 5 yet, even though I have all of it. I just haven't gotten around to watching it. What made me happy about that particular episode was Tai showing up. As for episode 24, that was undoubtedly the best episode because of the fact that you get to see all of the past leaders: Tai, Davis, Takato, Takuya, Marcus, Taiki's there too, but he doesn't really do anything. All the previous 5 are the ones doing all the work, and they're just being freaking badass with, like, they all get to evolve. They don't evolve with their actual, true sequences, but they have homages to them, and they basically digivolve in real time. And by that I mean, like, they have Agumon doing his little backflip before he, like, looks up into the sky and evolves into War Grandma like he does in season 1. You have Takato and Guilmon doing Bioemerge Digivolution, or Matrix Digivolution with the Japanese dub, to become Gallantmon. You have Takuya doing Double Spirit Evolution and becomes Aldemon, and then you have Marcus digivolving his Agumon into Shine Greymon. We see Magnamon in there at first, but he turns back to Vmon. And this particular part of the episode really kind of irked me because after Magnamon turns back into Vmon, Stingmon, Ken, Matt, Metagarurumon, and Takuya's friends show up. The problem I have with this part is the fact that when Imperiodramon is created, it shows Vmon and Stingmon DNA digivolving together, and then just skipping past Pyodramon to go into Imperiodramon. The problem with that is the fact that it's not Vmon and Stingmon. That's not how it went. Either they forgot or they were just lazy. But it's supposed to be X-Vmon and Stingmon. That just bothered me. That's kind of just a nitpick on my part. That bothered me. The entire episode 24 of Digimon Cross Wars, the Boy Hunters Leapt, that was undoubtedly the best episode in the series. There were a few things wrong with it, whatever, other than some slight Digivolution errors or whatever, and the fact that, like, half the characters don't talk. That, and the fact that the other characters from past seasons are technically there, but they just show up as shadows, and it's like, what was the point of showing Mimi and Rika, like, an episode or two before, when, they don't show up ever again? Like, you don't actually see them physically. And then they have Joe and Goemon, having speaking while, I understand why they're there, but what was the point of really having them there? Like, I'm not gonna say I dislike Joe, but it's like, out of all the Digidestined, he's probably one of the ones that you don't really think of when you think of the Digidestined. from season 1. You don't really, he's not the first one that comes to your mind. He probably isn't. And there's also, you know, Tentomon, what you call it, Izzy's Tentomon was there. I'm pretty sure it was his because it's the same voice actor. It could be a different one, but it's implied the same one. That the Tentomon that shows up, in my opinion, supposedly Izzy's, and he explains a few things. He explains how the other Goggle Heads and Marcus, how the Digivolutions work or whatever. And that was pretty much it for that episode. Oh, and there was a little comedy bit where like Zenjiro's like freaking out about Takato and Takuya. It's like he's like freaking out over the fact that Takato confused with his Digimon and Takuya can turn into Digimon. It's just like that aspect was pretty funny. As to the last episode of this season, does not top to episode 24. Episode 25, I did kind of enjoy the ending. It was still craptastic. I would say it's slightly better than the original Cross Forces ending, but not by much. That's just my honest opinion. So basically, all in all, Digimon Season 7, pretty crappy. I think it had potential, and really, like some other people have said on like other videos relating to this season or the last few episodes, like it would have been better if this season, if the whole point of this was to bring over the past characters Taichi, Daisuke, Takato, Takuya, and Masaru, then they should have just, you know, made a movie out of it, because the season was pretty much crap. Like really, like it would have been better just to make a movie out of it. I certainly hope that if they make a season 8, that it has nothing to do with Digimon Cross Wars, even though the ending, you know, like leaves way to another like sequel, which I'd rather not have because of the ending. And this is a spoiler alert for all of you who haven't seen the episode yet. At the end of the last episode, episode 25, the old Clockman turns out to be bad Bagramon, like reincarnated or something as the old Clockman or something like that, which leaves way to a sequel, especially when he says that he's going to be looking for his brother somewhere in this world reborn as well. So that could lead to a possible sequel. I'd rather they don't make a sequel, because I like the original Cross Wars. It wasn't exactly the best of all seasons. Obviously Tamers was, but as far as, you know, like quality comparison to Cross Wars 2, Cross Wars was a hell of a lot better. But yeah, if you're a Digimon fan, I would say you shouldn't watch Digimon Cross Wars, the Boyhood at the time, unless of course you actually do want to see the crossover episode, which is episode 24, in which case just watch that episode, because the rest of it is pretty much utter crap and you'd probably be very disappointed. The only other thing that came from this season, other than the other characters coming back, was the music. And then music in Digimon in the Japanese dub is never bad, so that's a given. So all in all, that's really all I have to say about Digimon Digimon Cross Wars, Boy Hunters Light Through Time. Out of, like, if I gave it a score from like 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, I'd like to give it a 0.5, which is just because it's just that bad. So anyway, Rise of the 2007 out. I will see you guys later.